And dudes, you're recording. So how's my boy's days going, bro?
Bro, look, guys, I got a story for y'all. Today I almost died on my way here. Because, I know you guys were going to throw shit at me because I was late, but look.
You're over 42 minutes late, bro.
It's the fifth time, dude.
5 minutes late, you dumb fuck.
But before we hear your story, do you guys peep the mic?
Yeah, Pete the mic.
Like, we must have had a budget increase. I can just push it out of the frame.
I look like, what's his name? Freddie Mercury.
Freddy Krueger.
Mama,
Bro,
I just killed him.
Tell us your story, bro.
Okay, so, yeah, my story. So basically, I was in the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, big boys trying to get some gains. So I was doing today because my wrist injuries and my ankles. I didn't do any like heavy lifting. I just did like what's it called, endurance and stamina shit. And basically, I collapsed. I literally had to get like 3 or 4 people to help me up and carry me out the gym.
Cool story, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Shut the fuck up. It's like,
nobody. This nigga's trying to have a slight flex on us that he works out, that he's getting gains.
Workout.
You're still a puss boy, bro.
I almost died.
Yeah, you almost died like a little puss boy. Anyway, on to some real topics, right? How about how animals are turning people into society?
That's just not the question at all. All right, guys, welcome to the Short Bus Scholar Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. I'm YP Nazi. We got YP Emmet, and we got YP Rod, the guy. Anyway, so today our topic is how society has been turning people into animals. I want to say, do you guys think, like, as time goes on, as we like live out these these very I guess efficient lives? I think that's a better word I can use. I'd rather say very modern lives or whatever, but fuck it. These efficient lives that that we grown so attached to. Do you think that's overall taking away our true humanity and making us more like cattle and animals, or not?
No. When you first asked this question, when you texted us,
yeah,
I was so confused what the fuck you were talking about.
So did the way I explained this time make a little bit more sense?
Yeah, once you said cattle.
Yeah, cattle is what I was going for, but at the same time, it's still being more like animals too. I mean, I can advocate for other. Ezra, close your fucking mouth, bro.
My mouth is closed.
Now it is.
Yeah, dude,
bro. Don't do that ever again, bro.
Closed, bro.
But anyway, like I can definitely argue that it's turning us to animal, like society now is turning us into animals more ways than just making us cattle. But how do you guys think that? Do you think that right now, or you want me?
No, I mean you gotta explain what you're talking about before I can answer this question.
Dude, bro, use the fucking context clues. All right, this is what I'm saying. All right, for example, we wake up. Most people in the world, I mean in America, let's just use America, work to 9 to 5. You know what I mean? We work at 9 to 5. We bust our ass. What do we do when we wake up? We hop in our cars. We drive in a straight line.
I can't drive.
Ezra, I'm the only one here with a license.
I realize him.
I'm the only one here with a license and a vehicle to operate.
There.
Well, I guess I
just saw mine.
But we wake up for our 9 to 5 jobs, and we hop in the car and we drive in a straight line. If you watch the roads that it pays the way to us to get to our job, it's just like our job is our shepherd, and we're just like the cattle that's getting moved by this idea that, we got to just give our life to like capitalism. So in a way,
you said that you could explain it in a way that wasn't cattle, and yet you still.
Oh, okay. That's why it's cattle.
Cattle.
I mean, that's kind of more self-explanatory. Where I think a lot of people can also share those beliefs. But here we go. As well as just like the way that through all forms of media, like the way that through all forms of media, like the way like sex and just. If you like just like looking at like your chakras and stuff, like your low vibration, like your root chakra type things, like your low vibrational, like a lot of media and like entertainment is just focused on low vibrations, and it doesn't like let's look at our music. It's all talk about sex. You feel me? Provocative things that can be seen like an animal can have sex. An animal doesn't really think other than how they don't have sex, how they don't make sure that they're within greed, right?
Yeah.
Look, bro, first off, your face is pissing me off, bro. Because if you think different than me, how about you fucking say it instead of just freaking making faces, bro?
I'm gonna say I can sit here and argue the fact that I don't think it's a now thing. It's always been around because it's just like we can go back as far as like gladiator, like time when there's gladiator themes, and there's always prostitution no matter where you looked, and everywhere, and slavery and stuff that made people feel like they had to do this, they had to do that. They're raised to do this. They're raised to be a soldier, or maybe in some cultures it's like, oh, you had to follow this religion, you had to be this. You're a woman, you can't do this. So I feel like it's always a like, as far as I took from what you were saying just now, there's always something that's societal that kind of like limits your capabilities, and
that makes sense though, bro.
More like, can I finish?
The question is, does society, right,
can I finish?
make you more like an animal, bro?
What is society?
Can I finish? Like, you just cutting me off while I'm trying to talk. I don't know what part of it didn't make sense to you, but basically I was saying
it all made sense, bro.
Then why did you act like I didn't make sense? That's basically what I was saying. Like, there's always a thing.
You can argue that a lot of other cultures that haven't been depicted throughout, history, or like haven't been like massively depicted throughout history classes that you take, and like in like forms of movies and stuff, that I don't think that truly, like, for example, we look at like native people and like tribes and stuff. These people are just trying to survive. I don't think it's really like a mass production of prostitution and gladiator.
Yeah, you said America, so I can take.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, how America, though, for example, like, and this is on a small scale community thing, when we gotta hunt together, we gotta grow together and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's like a different type of society, right?
I know.
A larger society, well, obviously it's going to have prostitution, slavery, this and
wait.
that.
All right, so Emmett, you're saying that a larger society has to have slavery?
No, a larger society.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Emmett.
I'm saying,
let's say a slave.
The likelihood of a larger society not having slavery versus having slavery, it would lean towards having slavery, at least at some point.
So I'm asking you a question. This might be a question for another day, and we don't have to touch on this topic. Do you think slavery makes a country even better? And gives it, like, what do you say, America's slavery, like, slavery played a major role in making America.
I'm gonna say this just to avoid.
Why are you asking me this?
Just to avoid.
I never said anything about slavery this whole time, bro.
You just asked me that question.
I'm gonna save Emmet from getting attacked, though. I'm gonna say yes. From my standpoint, I'm gonna say that slavery always enhanced society in terms of not in terms of productive level, in terms of like getting things done. That's facts. I don't agree.
I don't agree.
But how?
I don't agree because I don't think the way that America or very capitalistic societies and countries put together like that, like in a way that America is, I don't think that the way that they are is truly successful. I just think that we're brainwashed to think this is the proper way to live. And if you're living on a more small scale level, that you're either savage or the way that you're living is just insignificant to the way that you should be living. That's just my beliefs.
I mean, I thought you were just talking about development.
Let's talk about that.
I thought you were talking about the development of like cities.
Yeah.
Cities, towns, just being
built
up.
But the thing is, why does having like the development of a city, I mean,
that's what I thought.
Why did advocate for slavery being like a positive thing?
That's not what you asked. You did not ask is slavery positive. You asked.
But the thing is, the development. See, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all said that slavery, that means you need slavery. Why does a country or
you didn't say if we needed slavery. You were asking.
I said you asked.
I didn't say nothing about slavery.
No,
bro.
Yes, you did.
You literally just asked, bro. You literally just asked. Do you think slavery help build up countries in any productive way? I'm like, well, technically.
But look, that's what I'm saying though. You're not hearing it. You said in a productive way. Do you think the way that we live?
That's why I just say, because I don't know.
I think it's all up to opinion at that point on where you want to live on a smaller scale, down to earth type thing, or a thing that, in my opinion, let's bring it back to the topic, pulls your humanity from you. You feel me? Working for somebody else. You feel me? Not being able to have your own dreams. A lot of people live to work, bro. A lot of people are just born to just work, and we look at success as having a lot of money, but they're not doing things that actively makes them happy and actively makes them feel more capitalistic than how a lot of tribes used to be. Like,
yeah, I mean, capitalism isn't inherent, but like obviously that tribes and stuff like that, and there still are some, as you don't need capitalism. Any small community typically doesn't need to do that. In fact, I was at Island this summer, and they're all pretty right wing and stuff, or believed to be. I mean, they act more like a commune or a community. They don't really like need to pay each other and use that much money that much. You know what I mean? But the larger your society is, the less connection you have with people. And personally, I prefer it because I prefer living in a larger place, because what happens is if you live in a small, close-knit group of people, what happens if that close-knit people stops liking you or
right
goes against you? So I would much rather live in a big open place that wears you down, takes your humanity out.
I think I've always been close-knit with like not even like my full family, just like my immediate family.
Yeah.
And then I spanned out and I took like advantage, like making like the right friends for me, not being part of the big groups, but making the right friends for me. That's how I'm friends with you, and that's how I'm friends with Ezra. But all I'm saying is this, like, I mean, the topic, I still think that we're going down thing. I definitely like that that example that you used. But the main thing that I was saying, because me and Ezra talked about this beforehand, I said, for example, bro, you got a lot of people that's coming in this world, you feel me, living to work, depressed as fuck, because why? They're not living out their purpose, and they feel though that their life is meaningless because they're, one, getting pushed down a lot of these things that just are materialistic things that make you feel better about yourself. I drive a faster car. I live in a big house. But at the same time, they're not living out their purpose. And I feel as though animals, you feel me, they do one thing, you feel me, come in this world. Look. Let me go on my thing. Animals come in this world. What do? They just live to survive. They have sex and they just reproduce. But they don't do anything significant of living out a purpose. I think the thing that separates people from animals, that we come here with consciousness to live out a purpose. I say, imagine me and Ezra, we was in a tribe, you feel me? Granted, we had our goals and stuff that we had to achieve for our tribe, like maybe hunting, growing things, building things. But at the same time, me and Ezra can go out, live life together, you feel me? Really experience and take in, you feel me, what we want to take in for this life experience. And I think it was more grounded and down to earth on a scale like that.
Not if you're just trying to survive and stuff like that. Not if you're big.
I don't think that's fully true, bro.
Okay. You actually defined humanity for yourself there, which is good, because I think that clarifies a lot for me. So you're saying that like society takes away the freedom to do the stuff you want to do, or like be able to experience
life. You got
life.
People not living out their purpose at all, bro.
Yeah, that's true. We do, but there's going to be that in tribal communities as well.
I'm not even using tribal communities, but just tribal communities. But I definitely think that someone that just dedicates their life to living like the ideal way the society wants you to live, more or less, is going to be less happy. I'm gonna ask Ezra a question. Remember when we was talking and stuff like that, and we had our conversation, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the people, like the endless people, right? That just work, that know that they got to go to school or think they got to do all these things that is just not true to them, and then you're always living on a task, like time for time again, you live on a task, like more like you feel like I said, like they're taking away your true way to like live out the life that you want to have for yourself. Do you think that makes you more like a human or more like an animal?
Well, before I go into that question though, I want to talk about part of that question that I'm kind of curious about, because technically I feel like even though you feel like you have to do these, I mean, I feel like in tribes, like if we're doing a comparison for a small community to a bigger community, from tribes to like, you know what I mean? Basically, I'm saying that, I mean, they might be on bigger scales because we got a tribal community, which is on a smaller scale, and we have our community, which is on a bigger scale. But of course, you can create your own little communities in those bigger communities. So it's not, but if you talk about the overall, both of them have tasks. And I feel like as a person, you feel like it's more push on you, of course. But in some tribal communities, once you're given a task, you can't change it. And I feel like that's a valuable argument to bring up, because it's not completely black or white. Because I know, like, for example, you and me, there's things that we want to do, and we're not following traditional ways of going about things. So I don't think it's considered like, if you're this, you're this. But then again, that's why I'm gonna answer your question now. I do agree that the community that we're in pushes to you to be more like cattle now, because it gives you like, oh, you gotta go to college for this many years. You got to get this 9-to-5 job. It's like the most pushed thing in our community, and it's one of the biggest jobs that are taking off. It's 9 to 5 part time, this, that, and third. But I can say that it's always a struggle. From what time you look at where you're at, it's always gonna be a struggle of becoming like the norm and having lack of freedom. But if you're talking about just being down to earth though, like experiencing nature and stuff, then of course tribal situations are gonna have more nature absorbing experiences because they're more closer to that. And you're talking about slavery, of course the people that didn't use slavery are gonna be more down to earth because they don't care about building up national powers, wars, or like I hate how you like slightly smile at me.
Dude, look, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. My nigga, I damn near agree with everything you saying. This is probably the most fucking. That's probably your best take, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, dude. You get a fucking 100% on that, dude. A A+, dog.
I don't even know what class it is, but
bro, meet me after class. I'm gonna suck your dick, bro. I swear to fucking God, bro.
Here's the thing, Naseem. Okay. You said I can understand the cattle analogy, but here's something that got me confused about what you were saying.
Yeah.
You said that people in a tribal sense were able to experience life because they have to they have to hunt and gather and do stuff, but they're able to fully embrace life and stuff like that. That was basically what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
How is that different from any type of animal or something like that living in a pack?
And the reason I think that's different because, for example, like I legit.
Like you think
me and Ezra was talking about this. I said, bro, and that's another reason, like, cause like at the end of the day, you think that we come from like monkeys and stuff, right? And apes.
Yes.
And I just don't believe that, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like that idea alone, bro, makes you more catered to think that you're more of an animal, bro. I don't think that's the truth, bro, because at the end of the day, bro, we legit probably are the only animals, only people, and we're not even animals, but like, if you want to say we're animals, though, we're not.
Yeah, I would say so.
We're not. I mean, like, when me and Ezra had this whole conversation, that's what we had to, like, understand what we think an animal is. But at the same time, look, we have a level of consciousness and being. Bro, we write religion and ideas and things like that.
Yeah.
Other species aren't doing that, bro. Other race of groups isn't doing that. When I say race of groups, I'm not talking, because one is the human race, period. You feel me? It's not black and white and all that. That shit is made up stuff. But at the same time, it's like it. But we're the only people that have the opportunity to do this. Granted. And this one, I just want to go on this little tangent too, because this one thing I want to say after Ezra said. And this goes more into how they want to make us more like animals. Think about it. We live.
Who is they? Who the fuck is they?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck they call them, bro.
Who is this? You always like society. They're trying to do that. Who? The Jews? What are you talking about?
Bro, this guy's got fucking what's the name? What's the name of that shit, bro?
Anti-Semitic? What are you talking about?
Yeah, asystematic. Like we say.
You're anti-Semitic?
Yeah, anti-Semitic. I just don't know why I want to say asystematic so bad, dude.
All conspiracy theories eventually lead to like some sort of like It
does though. No, but on God though, for example, like we live in the what's name America, right? But we gotta do a lot just to go across the board to something else that's all one land, bro. So it's like this: just as like an animal, you make barriers for them, and they can't go past those barriers. It's just.
I want to say one thing though. My stance on animal, like this is actually one thing that me and Naseem didn't agree on. Was I felt like humans are animals, just like I felt like they're just a higher, what's the word? Basically, they're a higher intelligent animal. But then again, there's different ways to define intelligence. And I feel like as humans, we have intelligence as just want to keep going. And I felt like just like you have canines, you have I forgot what the other ones are called at the moment, but I feel like we are humans, and just like we're also mammals, just like other animals. So I just felt like, as a whole, we're animals, but it doesn't change. It doesn't mean that, because I feel like even in the animal kingdom, you have some animals that are just stupidish. Like you have some animals that are just like chickens, The
enormity of their flat brain, the enormity of their stupidity is just overwhelming. You have to do yourself a favor when you're out in the countryside and you see chicken. Try to look a chicken in the eye with great intensity, and the intensity of stupidity that is looking back at you is just amazing.
Minecraft animals, just stupid as hell. And then you have some animals that actually can adapt and they're smart. And
Squids are smart as fuck. Dude, if squids
some people think squids are aliens.
If squids didn't live 2 years, they would have conquered the planet. Like, they only live like 2 years and then they die. But they're scary smart. But yeah, go on.
So I just felt like
not squid. Sorry,
Octopus, bro.
Octopus.
Yeah, when you said that,
I never heard of this.
But no. Some people think octopus are aliens, bro. Because it's like you can't compare an octopus. Have no other species of animal that's like its cousin or related to it at all.
Squig.
It does have actually.
No, bro. Someone told me that, dude, when I was at work. I swear to God, bro.
Yeah, this guy came up to the cash register. He was like, "Hey, they're saying these octopus, right? You heard of these octopus? They're actually aliens from outer space because they're not actually related." And you're like, "Yeah,
I agree,
bro." And I'm just like, dude, you said no fucking lies, bro. Like that's just true. And I'm gonna tell people that like I just know it's true. I didn't do no research. I just believed him. He probably was a communications major or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Bro, crackhead communication major, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get everything.
But no, I mean, I think it's a lot of good taste. But I feel though, bro, like for example, we're secretly raised or catered to be more like animals, and we just agree with it and just.
You said secretly. No, we're secretly raised this way.
Bro, because you think about it, bro, we got a lot of things that we gotta do.
It's people, out in the clear.
You develop small stories, not small stories, but stories, prayers, rituals that you just carry throughout your family for years.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But as well as give you more opportunities to one, find yourself, and two, bro.
What the fuck is finding yourself?
Let's just wrap this up, guys. So look, I'm just gonna lay it out on the table, and then Emmet is gonna give his most raw response. Ezra already gave us a beautiful response. Listen. This is why we're cattle, bro. A lot of people don't live out their purpose. We have barriers in the world, and we can go past those barriers, but you can lock down somebody from getting from another piece of land where no one should have control of land, bro.
Is that it?
A lot of, as well as we chase things that's materialistic that have no value to our spirit, bro.
I hate how you end your sentences all like you're about to continue.
If anything, that's like the most human thing imaginable. I mean, what animal chases materialistic things for no reason?
Pussy, bro.
And that's all for the Short Bus Scholars podcast.
As you heard it here first, if you can't write the Bible, you are actually not intelligent. It's not my.
Welcome back to another episode of the Short Bus Scholars podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. I'm YP Ra, we got YP Emmet, and of course we got YP Nazi.
What are we talking about today, Naseem?
Guys, we don't be talking about the music scene.
Whoa, hold on. Is that John Tyler?
John Tyler?
Bro,
the John Tyler?
Me and call me Donald, dude. That's fucking John Tyler.